Abuja-based lawyer has been fined 40 million naira for filing a frivolous case to stop the inauguration of Bola Tinubu, the president-elect, on May 29. Justice Jami Tuko of the Court of Appeal in Abuja said the court heard the case in 2019 and gave its verdict, adding that it was an abuse on the judicial process to raise the issue for relitigation. Tuko also maintained that the Supreme Court also heard the case in 2019 and gave its verdict, while the Federal High Court earlier this year ruled that the case was an abuse of judicial process. A three-panel member of the courts, in their ruling on Thursday, May 24, unanimously held that the appeal that Uwuru and his party, the Hope Democratic Party, had filed was an abuse of process of the court, the Nation reported. Okay, an Abuja Court of Appeal has told Ambrose Uwuru, an Abuja-based lawyer, to go and pay a 40 million naira fine for filing a frivolous suit against the May 29 inauguration of Bola Tinubu, the president-elect. Justice Jami Tuko of the court, who passed the lead judgment, maintained that Uwuru's appeal was an invitation of the court to review its earlier judgment, which it cannot do. The judge held that the court had earlier determined the issue during its sitting as an election petition court after the 2019 general election, and the judgment was given on August 22nd, 2019. Tuko also ruled that the Supreme Court heard the case and made its position known in a judgment delivered on October 28, 2019. According to Justice Tuko, the case has been litigated by the Supreme Court. Therefore, it was an abuse of the judiciary by Uwuru and the HDP to seek for the matter to be litigated. He disclosed that Justice Inyang Ego of the Federal High Court in Abuja earlier dismissed the case on the ground of the abuse of the court process on January 30th. Okay, Legit.NG earlier reported that the president-elect Tinubu has told Buhari that his contribution would always be needed wherever he was after leaving office. Tinubu made the remark while reacting to the earlier comments of the president that he may live in Niger after leaving office on May 29. Speaking after being conferred with the national honor, Tinubu told Buhari to expect knocks on his door, either he lives in Buhari, Niger, or anywhere. Okay, that is good. The appeal court should have just sentenced him to 5 years jail, imprisonment, and frivolous abuse of power. So, like the issue of, I know when it comes to this, yes, they will say, oh, this case has been done, because we were surprised that this kind man, because he told us that he was supposed to be the one in power, that Buhari has used his time, that he should be conferred, or what did he say? He should be sworn in instead of a Tinubu. Even in 2019, he didn't even contest for any election. Not to talk of, he said the INEC removed his name. If one of them, there's another person, but I think it's this man that said the INEC removed his name or his party's name. So he didn't even contest the election. He was not even voted for, not to talk of whether his mandate was stolen or there was a kind of rigging. He just came from nowhere. So if they can still go back to the case of the court that talked about Buhari and Obasanjo of FCT 25%, I don't know why they are shying away from that. But at least tomorrow we are going to know whether this guy nomination form is double one or not. We will see. Well, one of the notorious obedience is down. According to this judgment, many of them will soon follow the same path. A nation heading to doom. Nigeria is a fool assisting. This is very interesting. Judges in Nigeria should make themselves respectful with judgments of this type so that the court can have some respect. If this man refuses to pay the fine, he should be sent straight to prison to serve as a deterrent to all those who propagate evil. I blame people who seek for justice in Nigeria judiciary. Those killed during election gone, thugs arrested, no investigation, and evidence in court proved the election was rigged. Next 4 years, they will talk about another election and people will come out and vote. Violence is music. Nigeria politicians understand. He destroyed Nigeria and wants to run to Niger. Okay, Buhari destroyed Nigeria and wants to run to Niger. This our president no get advisors but sycophants. Arise, O God, put all the enemies of President Tinubu to shame and scatter their camp. the music just dey start. People should just be relaxing. This Oworu no get case, so people should not just use that to judge. You know your get case at all. Child, this thing is getting interesting. Very interesting. They should be arrested and locked up until they pay that mega amounts. It will teach some of this unknown group that wake up and go to court every day without a cause. The Oworu and his party are not serious. They want the court to judge on the case they have already judged before. In fact, it is an abuse of the court. Good for them. A nation deliberately leads to Red Sea. As you can see that the judiciary knows what they are doing. They are quick to make judgments on this one, but keep dragging their feet on the vital one. Hi, if the executive and legislative have failed us this bad all these years, and now the judiciary is also following suit, then Nigeria is finished. Like, of course, somebody said this kind of one, you quickly pick it and talk about it. This issue of 25%, I think that is even one of the paramount this thing to have even ironed that out, but they are dragging it. They know what they are doing, because this Oworu case, apart from that, for the fact that the case has been dealt with before, the man did not even contest for election because he only said that the INEC removed his name from the from the contest. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.